What's going on, everyone? I hope you are all doing well. Unless you're living under a rock and you're a football fan, you know the NFL draft is going on right now. I'm going to be posting this on Saturday. I'm recording it Friday night. Right now, the second round of the draft, second and the third round of the draft are going on. The first round was last night, so we got a lot of the first round players in here. I wanted to go over some of them and how you can get them for free on your team. A lot of people had players from their favorite colleges that were drafted, or you got new players added to your NFL teams that you're going to want to pick up for those theme teams. So I want to go over a few things. I want to go over the prices of some of these new players and kind of how they're affecting the market. I want to go over how you can get some of them for free on your team, and I want to go over just a couple of my personal favorite ones that I'm going to be adding to my squad. Guys, right before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe down below if you're not already. If you enjoy the content, make sure you hit the like on that video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what the biggest surprise of the first round was for you. For me, it was Andrew Thomas getting taken. It's a first offensive tackle. Not that he's not very good. He's a really good offensive tackle. He was definitely going to go first round, but he just wasn't the first guy off the board for me. I don't think he was the first offensive tackle off the board for a lot of people. So that was a bit surprising for me, but still not really a shocker. I'm very happy that Clyde Edwards-Helaire got into the first round. I think he's a really good underrated running back. I think he's a good pick. But those are two kind of surprising ones for me. I honestly didn't think Helaire was going to be in the first round, although I think he deserved it. But let me know down in the comments below what surprised you during the first round. Maybe it was the Packers taking a quarterback, even though they have Aaron Rodgers for a few more years. I don't know. So let me know. But anyway, let's jump into the auction house. We're going to go on down here all the way down to Series 6. Not Draft Heroes. I clicked on the wrong one. We don't care about those anymore. Those are old news. We don't want them. Still some good players there for sure if you want to pick up any. We want to look at NFL Draft Class 20. I'm just curious at some of these players. Of course, this is going to be all the first round right now. All these people on here. You got all the 95s, which are the later round guys. And then let's move on down to, there should be some 96s, which is the middle, like the 11 to 20s. And then the 97s are 6 to 10. There's the 97s, and then, of course, 98s are 2 through 5. And then, of course, you go all the way down. You got 99 overall Joe Burrow, who was, of course, the #1 overall pick. Someone here was trying to sell Derek Brown for $9.96 million. I don't think that went through. Either that or someone's transferring coins. But anyway, if you did play any of the house rules, then you were able to get some of these players for free. And actually, they're going for a pretty good price now. For the 95s overall, you're getting about $60,000. 96s looks like they're up into about 80s, 90s, 100,000. And a lot of the free players you could pick were fantasy packs, so you could actually take any player you wanted. I actually picked Henry Ruggs, just because I was thinking maybe I want to put a burner on my team. But then I saw he was going for 120. I don't remember what I sold him for. I just sold him actually. That's a pretty good price because he's got that speed. So I went ahead and sold him just because I have some good receivers on my team already. But there's definitely some good prices here if you want to pick up any of these guys just off the auction block. But if you don't want to spend money on your guys, which I don't blame you at all, because these guys, the biggest issue, and EA really needs to fix this, I hope they do. Everyone's asking for it. Maybe they'll listen, maybe they won't. It's EA, you never know. But they really need to add physical chems onto these guys. I'll actually go ahead and give a sneak peek of who I've got on my team. It's a lot of bias. I was considering putting Queen, the middle linebacker that the Ravens drafted, on there. But honestly, I couldn't justify putting him on there over Ray Lewis and Shaz. It just didn't make sense. I don't know. I still have Devin Bush on here. I need to remove him. But the guy I've got is Derek Brown, 97 overall D tackle. I haven't upgraded my D tackles in a while, so he's actually at least tied with John Randall on there. The problem is he doesn't get any physical chems. If he did, he would get boosted up to a 98 overall. I would really love for them to be able to either get power-ups or physical chems. If they get power-ups, then they'll be getting physical chems. But I don't know. I feel like EA is not going to do it. I'm really hoping they do. I feel like they're not going to. But Derek Brown, I'm an Auburn fan, obviously, in case y'all didn't know. Very excited that he got picked 7th overall. If you are a Panthers fan, I know a lot of y'all wanted Justin Simmons. Derek Brown's a beast. Just a little tangent here. I think I've gone on a tangent on this in several videos. He's very good. His stats don't jump off of the page at you because he's defensive tackle, but again, go watch any of the man's gameplay. He's tossing offensive linemen around. He sacked Joe Burrow when we played LSU. He threw, I can't remember which offensive lineman it was, but it was like an All-American offensive lineman. He threw him into Joe Burrow and sacked him. He's a really damn good defensive tackle. I think you're going to like him. I know some of y'all wanted Justin Simmons, but I think he's a good fit for y'all's defense. Y'all really need to show up that run defense, so it just makes sense. So anyway, if you do want to add some of these players to your team for free, one of the ways to do it was to play house rules, which is now gone. But the other way to do that is actually go all the way up here, all the way to the NFL draft challenges. And we'll go ahead, and I've done some of them, as you can see here. I went ahead and got the 90 draft pick. Nat, I don't really care about. I'm going to do some more of these, though, and you get these draft diamonds. At 75 stars, you get a draft diamond tier 3. 125 stars, you get 2 11 through 20 draft picks. These are Nat, so you won't be able to sell these, just to be clear. You won't be able to sell these. These are 96 overall players that can go on your team. Henry Ruggs, if you want to get a speedster, you can get him there. He's Nat. Won't be able to sell him. He will quick sell for half his value. At 150 stars, you'll get another draft diamond. We'll go over what you can do with those in just a second. At 200 stars, you get that Nat 6 through 10 pick. That's Derek Brown, Isaiah Simmons. Any of those guys who pick 6 6 through 10, they're 97 overall. 225 stars, you get another draft diamond. 275, you get another 6 through 10. 275, sorry, I don't know what I said there. 300 stars, which is a lot of stars, you get another draft diamond. And then at 438 stars, which is maxed out, I believe, you get 50,000 coins. Don't know if it's worth doing that extra 138 stars just for 50,000 coins. I guess if you just want to for completion purposes, you can. But anyway, the main thing I want to go over here is these draft diamonds. If you weren't aware, you can put these into sets and get some cards for free. You were able to get some of these from the house rules. You were able to get 2 of them. You only need 2 of them to complete a set. So you can actually get 4 draft diamonds from the solo challenges there. As y'all can see, I just sold Queen there. I just put them on the auction block. But you could get 2 from the house rules, and you can get 4 from the solo challenges. But there's actually only 2 sets here for the draft diamonds. So if you go over to your sets, NFL draft, all the way on the right side here is the draft diamonds, right? And some of y'all might know this already, but I just want to do a quick recap so you don't miss out on any free players. If you've got these draft diamond cards sitting around, you want to make sure you're able to take advantage and get these free cards, because that is what I did. So I went and I put the first 2 that I got from the house rules, I went and put them in here, and it gave me a pack for a 97 draft 20 player, which I used to select Derek Brown because that's who I wanted. If I get 2 more, I'll be able to put them into this set here, which again, it takes 2. So you could actually have 2 extras. You can get 6 total if you did the house rules. If you didn't do the house rules, you can still get the 4 total from all the challenges, which is really, really nice. If you do have extra, I imagine they'll quick sell once they convert that over in the future, once this promo goes away. But you can put these in here. You can get a 97 overall draft hero, which is the older part of the promo. That's over here, the draft heroes. If you go through, not Cam Newton, fortunately can't get him, but any of these draft heroes, any of these guys, these are all past players, past draft players. If you want any of these guys on your team, of course you can put those draft diamonds in there and get one of those guys. They are nat, mind you, so you can't go and sell them on the auction block. Okay, so the other way that you can go and get some of these players that were just drafted in the first round is this set here, or this set of sets, these draft class 20. These kind of mirror the draft heroes that we were just looking at before. Joe Burrow, so of course these guys don't have the lower cards in the game. They didn't make them like what they did for the draft heroes. So for Joe Burrow, instead of having 298 overall Joe Burrows to put in the set, you just put the 298 overall Cam Newtons. I actually could have done this last night, but I went ahead and just got Cam Newton. If you didn't see on my team, I'm an Auburn fan. I wanted to put him on my team. Haven't played with Cam since Most Feared, so I figured I'd try it out. He's not bad. I don't know if he's better than Vic, but he's okay. Anyway, another tangent there, but you can put 2 of the Cam Newtons in here and get the Joe Burrow. I bet these Cam Newtons, if you're pulling any of these out of the packs, they probably went up in value. 160,000. I think they were about that. That's about right. They might have gone up a little bit, but Joe Burrow is a pretty solid quarterback. They gave him the improviser, if you didn't realize, which is better than field general in my opinion. A lot of people don't think that escape artist is that important. I completely disagree. I think it's one of the most important. If you're going to be a scrambler, if you're going to do any rollout, any scrambling, you need that escape artist ability. Joe Burrow actually does get that. Then, of course, you can take 2 of the 96 overall draft picks, which you can definitely get out of that reroll. I've gotten quite a few 96s out of that reroll training pack, and you can put any of them. The good thing is you can put any 2. You don't have to have 2 of the same. So let me jump over to the draft heroes here. So for example, if you wanted to get Von Miller here, his 97 overall, you'd have to put 2 of his 96 overall Von Miller cards in, which, you know, if you're pulling cards out of packs, you might not be able to get those. So it decreases your odds of actually getting that. And he's only a 97, right? But if you go through here to the 2 to 5 pick, this is a 98 overall player that only takes 2 96 overall of those draft picks. So if you, let's say you have 2 of the 96 Von Millers, you can get the 97 Von Miller, or you could put those 2 Von Millers in here to get a 98 overall player. Now, the way they did this promo is definitely kind of confusing, so don't sweat it if it's a little weird right now, because they basically gave everyone their top player. Like Cam Newton has the 99, but he also has the 98 cards that go into his sets. Von Miller has 97s, and I believe he has 96s right below that go into sets. Those 96s, the 96 overall draft pick players are what go into these sets. That's what they're talking about. It's very weird. It's a little confusing, but that's how you do that there. But basically, you can put 2 96s into the set and get a 98 out of it. That's a pretty good return, honestly, and you do get to take your pick of them. It's a fantasy pack, so you can either take Chase Young, Jeff Okudah, Andrew Thomas, or Tua Tagovailoa there. All 4 really good picks. I picked Jeff Okudah out of my Nat pack, just so y'all know. I don't even think I addressed him when I was going over my team there. But regardless, that's actually a pretty good return. It's better than the draft heroes, in my opinion. If you want 6 through 10, which is going to be a 97 overall, you need 4 of the 93 overall draft pick players, and then you can get any of those. Well, I'm not going to go through all of them there. Anyone that was 11 through 20 is going to be a 96 overall, and you need 7 of the 90 overall draft picks. And then, of course, 21 through 32, which is the final ones, they are all 95 overalls. You need 15 86 overall draft picks. So if you actually just rip a whole lot of the training packs, and a lot of what you're going to get is 86s. If you get 15 of those, you can throw them into this, and then you can pick the most expensive one, which 21 through 32. I'm not sure who it would be. There's some players that are going for. I know that Igbenogany actually is going for a good little bit. Patrick Queen is going for about 50,000. Just go and check and see which ones are going for the highest. If you go to the 11-20 route, I think Ruggs is going to be your best bet just because he has the highest speed. But if you're going through these sets not to get a player that you specifically want, but to make coins, make sure you go to the auction house first, see which ones are selling for the most. I do think Henry Ruggs is selling for the most right now off the top of my head, but Jerry Jeudy is going to be very good. CeeDee Lamb is going to be very good, especially if they do happen to put power-ups and physical chems in the future, then you'll be able to boost those guys up even more. I just don't know if they're going to do that or not. I did want to go over also some of my impressions of these players just looking at them. So like I said, they did give Joe Burrow the improviser archetype, which is actually really good because it gets him, again, escape artists and things like that. It doesn't get him hot route master, which it just depends on what you value more. If you don't care about escape artists so much, then Tua Tagovailoa is probably your best way to go because he actually has the field general archetype. We'll look at him in just a minute. 86 speed though, he's got that 99 throw accuracy short, 98 deep, 97 mid, 97 under pressure, 97 throwing around. He's got pretty good. 93 throw power is a little lacking, but honestly, Joe Burrow's biggest weakness is his throw power, so it's pretty accurate. Pretty darn good quarterback, pretty darn good card, and yeah, he doesn't have a power up, which kind of sucks. But it kind of just is what it is. Andrew Thomas, he's the left tackle. Honestly, I haven't really even looked at his stats. Let's see. He's got 99 run blocks, pretty damn good. 97 run block power. Yes, he's going to be a road grader there. Pass block's not bad. So if you want him for that, very good run blocker though. Like I said, I went with Okudah. I think he was the best that was 2 through 5. Just looking at him, 96 speed is really solid. Again, if he had that physical chem, you could get him up to 98 easy, and then you could get him up to 99 with a Madden or a theme team boost, so it just sort of depends there. 97 Excel is good. Overall, he had good man coverage. I think he's just going to go really well on my team. He'll probably be my 4th cornerback, but he's still pretty good. Good press. Zone coverage is lacking. That's about it, though. Chase Young. Chase Young is honestly the one that is most upsetting to me because Chase Young is very, very good, and I just don't like his card very much. 88 speed, it's fine. That's fine. 94 Excel is pretty good. 89 strength, too low. 95 tackle, okay. 88 play rec, nothing. 93 block shed, nothing. 87, no, I don't like the card. I really like Chase Young. I think he's going to be an absolute beast in the NFL. I just think they screwed this card over, and it's really unfortunate because he was the number 2 pick. Probably the best player in the draft. Joe Burrow was just, a generational quarterback, so of course you can't pick against him, but it just sucks what they did. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this card plays well. I haven't gone against it yet, so y'all let me know if I'm wrong about this one. And then the last one here in the top 5, Tua Tagovailoa. Of course, he's got that field general archetype, so he's not going to be able to get escape artists, but he's got the 86 speed. From what I've heard, he does roll out pretty well, and all of his stats are pretty dang good across the board. 99 throw short, 95 mid, 96 deep. Throw power is 96. That's better than Joe Burrow's, which is very important. It's an underrated stat for a lot of quarterbacks, throw power. It's not just for throwing deep, by the way, getting that extra 5-10 yards on the ball. It's for fitting the ball. They throw it faster, it fits it more into those tight spaces. If they have that throw power, they can fit it in there more. So it's not just for throwing deep. It is a very, very important stat. Then, of course, after the top 5, I'm not going to go through all of them. I just want to go through my personal favorites. Again, I'm a little biased. I do want to go over Derek Brown here. 71 speed sucks. That's very, very slow, but he's a D tackle. You got to understand. 84 Excel, 97 strength, 92 tackle, 94 play rec, 95 block shedding, 92 power move, and 61 finesse. Obviously not a finesse guy. Pretty good stats for a 97 overall. I wish they'd given him a little bit better on the tackle. Dude missed 5 tackles in his entire career. Again, I'm showing my bias here. I completely understand that. But he's a very, very good player. I got him more just because I like him. Isaiah Simmons, I think, is going to be a stud in the NFL, so he might be one that's good to pick up. And if you'll notice here, Henry Ruggs is up here. Him and CeeDee Lamb. Actually, CeeDee Lamb does not surprise me. Cowboys fans go nuts. But these two guys are probably, maybe Jerry Jeudy, are going to be up here. They're up here with the 97s, if you'll notice. But any of those top tier wide receivers are going to be good ones to pick up if you're trying to sell them for coin. Okay, and dropping it down last into the final tier here, the 95s. These are just my personal favorites again. Biases are showing. The Ravens pick up Patrick Queen. 93 speed's pretty darn good at middle linebacker. 93 Excel. 83 strength. 94 tackle. 93 play rec. 85 block shedding. Not going to be a best pass rusher. 92 hit power. And 81 zone coverage. So he's a good all-around middle linebacker. Nothing really jumps off the stat sheet about me. He's pretty well-rounded. Good speed. But, you'd have to use him for that coverage to be solid, but still a pretty good player overall. And again, showing my personal bias, I want to go over Noah Igbenogany here. It's Noah Igbenogany. It's actually pretty easy to say if you look at it. Pretty good cornerback. I've noticed he's selling for a good bit. 72,000 as a 95 overall is not bad. He's a freak athlete in real life. Both of his parents are previous Olympians back in like the 80s or 90s. 94 speed, 95 excel, 93 agility, 94 jumping, 89 play rec, 92 man coverage, 88 zone, 96 press. So as you can see, he's lacking in the actual coverage department, which again makes sense because he's only been a cornerback for 2 years. He was wide receiver before that, but personally, one of my favorites, a good one to pick up. I think he's going to be good in the future. Very, very athletic. And I do want to go look at Clyde Edwards-Helaire here, because again, I'm very excited that the Chiefs picked him up. I like the Chiefs in general. I'm a Ravens fan, but they're fun to watch. 91 speed, 93 excel, 95 agility, 93 carrying, 73 catching. That catching is actually pretty low. He's got better catching than that as a running back. 91 elusiveness, 85 trucking, and 92 break tackle. Very good running back. I think he's underrated. I didn't think he was going to go first overall. I thought DeAndre Swift would, but he's a very good running back. I think he's going to do very well with the Chiefs. All right, so those are just a couple of my quick thoughts about the first round of the draft. I know we're going to be continuing on with second, third, fourth, fifth. By the time this comes out, you know, it's going to have a couple more rounds into it. But it's really good time to add some good players that you like from either college or that are new to your NFL team that you want to add to your squad. There's definitely some ways to get them for free or very, very cheap. So make sure you take advantage of that. I gave you all my impressions of some of the higher rated guys and some of my personal favorites. There's some good guys out there. There's some really good guys in the draft. There's some sleepers that are going to be in the second, third, fourth, fifth rounds. Make sure you keep an eye on the draft. Drafts, I mean, we don't get a lot of sports nowadays with everything going on. So I've really been enjoying watching the draft. I hope y'all have been too. All right, guys, and as always, I want to shout out the guys who supported my previous video. Thank y'all so much. Dustin Leach at Dustin Leach 9, Chef Sheko at Oscar_Ruiz, Maui Takeo at Maui_Takeo, and on YouTube, Flydron. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel as always. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I will see y'all in the next one.